Hello out there, YouTube land and also social media lands. Welcome to an all-new video. In this video, we're going to do a movie review of a new film that just came out last Friday, and is a comedy film that uses animals in the most craziest way. So we're going to get right into that. Before we do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you miss this video and the other videos I put up. So those people, if you enjoy my content here on YouTube, definitely check out my other social media platforms such as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all those great places. I pretty much post on a regular basis, so definitely check those out. So these people, check out my Patreon page too, where you can get all kinds of extra accoutrement you don't get to see here on my YouTube. So definitely check that out as well. So these people, let's get right into this. So welcome one and all to an all new video. So like I was saying before, we're going to be doing a movie review of a new film that just came out last Friday, and is a raunchy, amazing comedy featuring dogs called Strays. Yeah, Strays. Oh my god, this film is absolutely freaking amazing. This movie has been promoted for the last year, and I've been waiting all year to see this film, and this movie did not disappoint. It was absolutely freaking hilarious, on point, super funny, super raunchy, and just one of the stupidest and funnest films I've seen in a long time. And this movie just takes the digital level to all new levels, because the CGI on this film for the animals talking was on point, amazing, and perfection. I could not tell it was fake. It looked really like the dogs were talking. It was really superbly done, and I was really impressed with how much money they put into using for the CGI for this film, which did an amazing job. Now, this film happens to be directed none other by a gentleman that goes by the name of Josh Greenbaum. Yeah, Josh Greenbaum. Yeah. So Josh Greenbaum directed this film. He's directed a few other things over the years and has done collaborations with other comedians and comedian writers. And I think he just did a fantastic job with this. I loved everything he did with the film. I loved what he brought. I loved that he gave us a good hard R-rated comedy film, along the lines of American Pie, Porky's, films like that, that are a really good hard R type of film, and that's what they gave us with this film. And he just did a great job of giving us such great comedy, along with just some great story and some great connections with these animals. And I just loved everything he did with it, and I thought that he just did a great job of not only doing a great job of voicing the actors and giving the performances vocally, but at the same time I think that he had a great eye for how the animals were to apply themselves throughout the film, and how they looked and what they did, and what scenes they decided to do and all that kind of stuff. And I just thought Josh did a great job of bringing that to life and just giving us a really solid, good, hard R-rated comedy. Now, like I said, he's directed a few other things over the years, but if you haven't seen anything else that Josh has directed, you should definitely check out his other feature film that he directed, which just came out a couple years ago, and is a not too shabby of a film. I enjoyed it and thought it was pretty fun, and not as good as Strays, but I thought he did a really good job with it, which is a film called Good Boys. Yeah, Good Boys. Yeah. So he directed that film, which was, basically kind of like a super bad with, middle school kids, basically. And I think that it was such a funny film, and I loved what Josh did with it. Thought he did a great job of directing. I thought he got some really good reactions out of those kids. But overall, I think the whole concept, he just did a really good job with giving us this kind of just really silly, stupid, what middle school kids are getting into, and getting prepared to go to high school. And I thought that he just did a fun job and gave us a really entertaining film. If you haven't seen anything else Josh has directed, definitely check out Good Boys. It's worth a watch. But overall, I loved what he did with Strays. I thought he made a perfection of a movie, in my opinion, and absolutely just made a great, awesome, great comedy film. If you haven't seen Strays yet, definitely go check it out for Josh's directing. He did a really fantastic job with it. So this movie has a really great voiceover cast and some actual acting cast, like that are in the film. We had Isla Fisher provide a voice. We had a few other people provide voices. We had Will Forte portraying a live action character in the film. We had Dennis Quaid pop up, which was super hilarious. And overall, it just had a really fun cast. Now, to start us off with the amazing voice cast of this film, none other than the great comedian himself, Mr. Will Ferrell! Oh yeah, Will Ferrell! Woo! Will Ferrell! Yeah! Will Ferrell! Oh my god, love Will Ferrell. Dude is always hilarious, always fun. From his SNL days to, all the way up to recent movies that he's done, he's always super funny and always brings a greatness to his characters, and he did that with his voiceover of this film. I love that he brought his, classic Will Ferrell-ness to it. Some of his one-liners were so amazing, and just how his voiceover worked with the dog's, CGI mouth just was on point and really looked like Will Ferrell was talking from that dog. Like, that dog was Will Ferrell. And I thought that, they did such a great job of combining the two. And just Will did a great job of just giving a great voiceover and some of the greatest, classic Will Ferrellisms for this character of the dog, who is super funny. Reggie, absolutely loved the dog. That dog was cute as hell in the film. And Will Ferrell was perfect voice for that character and that dog, and he just did a great job. But if you haven't seen Will Ferrell or anything else, you should definitely check out this great movie that came out in 2017, and it's just a really great film that Amy Poehler was a part of. Jason Matesic from Brooklyn Nine-Nine and The League was in, and just was a really funny comedy film called The House. Yeah, The House. Oh my god, there's some scenes where Will Ferrell was absolutely amazingly perfect in what he performed. It was just absolutely on point. Especially the sequence where he's talking about the French glasses he's wearing, the French cigarette he's smoking is absolutely on point, super hilarious. I love some of the interactions he had where he's acting like he's really retarded and doesn't know what the hell he's doing. And when him and Amy Poehler get it on, it's absolutely freaking hilarious too, and he does such a great job of that too. It just was such a great performance by him, and just an overall really great comedy film. If you have not seen The House for Will Ferrell's performance, definitely check it out. It's definitely worth the watch. And overall, I really loved Will Ferrell as Reggie in Strays. He was so fantastic, a great addition to this film, and overall just did a really fantastic job. If you haven't seen Will Ferrell or anything recently, go check him out in Strays this weekend. He was worth the view. He's amazing, he's awesome, and he did a great job with this film. So that brings me to the next actor I'd like to talk about that provided a voice in this film. And that is none other than the other kind of main dog himself in the film, Mr. Jamie Foxx! Oh yeah, Jamie Foxx! Woo! Jamie Foxx! Yeah! Woo! Jamie Foxx! Yeah! Oh my god. Jamie Foxx, absolutely love Jamie Foxx. He's a fantastic actor. He can do all the different types of genres: comedy, action, drama, horror. I mean, he is just fantastic at pretty much anything he does. And he did a great job of voicing his character in this film. And I absolutely love the chemistry between him and Will Ferrell in the film. And just some of the things he comes up with were on point and just so outrageous sometimes. That was something totally, I feel, Jamie Foxx would say in another type of film, in a live action role. And he just was so amazing, and I just love what he brought to the character and how he had a really kind of a kind side versus his kind of streetwise character. And I liked how he combined the two and showed his evolution of his character dog in the film. And I just really thought Jamie did a great job and getting that and giving us a really great voiceover performance. Now, another great film he was in that I absolutely love, and it's definitely something you should check out if you haven't seen, is a great 2004 film with Tom Cruise called Collateral. Yeah, Collateral. Yeah, this is a great film. Really great drama, action, thriller type of film. And Jamie Foxx as the cab driver that has to drive Tom Cruise around is a really awesome. I love how he is. I love how his character evolves throughout the film. I love how he's, plays kind of just like a normal, everyday Joe that, if this happened to, what would you do? And I think that Jamie did a great job of bringing that to life and give us a really great rendition of what that would be like. And I like that he brought a lot of his great kind of acting talents and acting kind of traits to the characters too as well, giving you some of that very much Jamie type of feelings and Jamie type of isms, which I thought were really done well. And I just really enjoyed Jamie in the role, and I thought he worked really well with Tom Cruise. If you haven't seen Jamie in anything recently, definitely check him out at Collateral. He was really fantastic in it. But overall, he was so superb in his role in Strays. He was so awesome, so fun, with lots of great characterization to his character that, like I said, just evolves throughout the film and just is really fun. He did a fantastic job. Definitely check out Jamie Foxx if you haven't seen him in anything recently. Go see him in Strays in theaters now. He was really superb. So that brings me to the final voiceover I'd like to talk about that was in this film. And that, of course, is the amazing Mr. Randall Parks! Oh yeah, Randall Parks, woo! Randall Parks, yeah! Oh my god, Randall Parks is so freaking funny. I love his monotone expression, his monotone voice, and everything he does. He's absolutely freaking hilarious. And I absolutely love what he brings to his characters and just how fun and how, very straight-laced, very monotone, very kind of, very much like Bob Newhart characters always were, very straight-laced type of characters. And I just love what he brings to that. And he brought that to his character in Strays. Absolutely loved him as the dog he played, a big, dog that would totally have Randall Parks' voice. And I love just what he brought to it and how he was like super Randall Parks, but at the same time, he gave it kind of a new flair and gave it some fun and just did a really fantastic job portraying the character. And there was definitely a couple times I feel in the film where Randall did a great job of just kind of giving us something a little new versus his other kind of like deadpan humor. And especially a couple of scenes where he's like talking about certain things, like especially when he's like trying to trash talk the other dog he's talked to at one point, was absolutely freaking hilarious, and he just did such a great job of bringing that to life and give us a really great voiceover. Now, another great film series that Mr. Randall was in that I absolutely love, and you should definitely check out for his performance because he's so great as this character, and that, of course, is the amazing film series of The Ant-Mans. Yeah! The Ant-Mans. Yeah! He was absolutely awesome as Jimmy Woo, and absolutely love him as his character, and he was so freaking funny. I love everything he brought to the character in this film series, and I just love just how deadpan he is, but at the same time, some of the lines he say were so freaking funny. And I love especially one of the lines in Ant-Man and the Wasp, where he asked Paul Rudd to teach him how to do magic, was absolutely freaking hilarious. Just how he presents it, how he does it, and then later on in the film you see him trying to practice it and trying to do it. It was absolutely so Randall, and he just did such a great job of giving us that great humor, but at the same time staying very deadpan-like. And I just absolutely loved him in the Ant-Man films, and I think he's a great character that needs more screen time because he was just so awesome. If you haven't seen Randall Parks in anything, definitely go check him out in the Ant-Man films. He was so freaking awesome in them. But I absolutely loved him in this film. I think he was fantastic as his character. He was super funny. He worked well with all the different voiceovers. Him and Isla Fisher's kind of relationship throughout the film is absolutely funny. And just like how he plays kind of that same kind of like character that is, kind of the nerd and kind of in the backfield, but really has a lot of potential to get the girl, and I love that how Randall brings that, and he just did a great job with that in this voiceover with this dog. If you haven't seen Randall in anything recently, definitely go check him out in Strays now in theaters. He was so freaking awesome. So what is Strays about? Basically, Strays is the story about Reggie, who ends up being left by his owner in the city, and he ends up befriending these dogs that are going to help him to get back to his owner and to get revenge on his owner for leaving him out in the city. And it's just a crazy, wild ride that they go on that's absolutely freaking hilarious. There's so many great scenes in this film. Oh my god, so funny. The sequence where they get high on the mushrooms is absolutely hilarious. Which, you know, they only showed a portion of it in the trailer, which was absolutely freaking hilarious, and the actual full-length portion of it is even more funny. You get some great sequences where it shows them, you know, humping statues. You get pictures of them doing just like kind of crazy, stupid stuff. Jamie Foxx's character Bug getting caught by the eagle is absolutely hilarious. There's some great scenes with Will Forte that were absolutely on point and funny. And just the overall whole thought process and everything they do throughout the film was just so stinking funny. If you have not seen Strays yet, highly recommend go check it out in theaters now. It was so funny, so great, a fantastically done film, really fun, overall a really great comedy. It was great to find a comedy like this again. Giant 10 Golden Movie Boxes up, can't wait to add this to the collection. It was so fun, well done with everything that they did with it. Fantastically done. Super enjoyable. Check it out, people. It's worth the watch. So that's it for this movie review, guys. Always thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Also, thank you for subscribing. And if this is your first time here or you have been before, don't forget to check any older new videos that I haven't seen yet. As always, people, catch you in the next one.